Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Beth, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'll be making a little pot holder here using this super cute camping fabric. I found this small piece of fabric at a Goodwill recently, and today I'm going to use it to make a little item for my trailer using some scraps and that cute fabric. The first thing I did is I took some of the darker scraps just to give it more contrast, and I placed them around one of the trailers to get an idea of the size of the piece that I will be cutting out of this fabric. When I made a decision as to the size, I just put some little pencil marks in the corners so that I can cut this rectangle out of the fabric using a ruler. And what I'll do is I'll put the ruler on those dots, and I will move the ruler out a 1/4 inch away from the dots so that I'll have the right seam allowance. I could use this cute little camper for a quilt block or a little bag, and today I'm going to be making a pot holder using this pot holder product that I will leave a link below. I can't think of the name of it at the moment, but it protects your hands from the heat. I'll be doing this in a quilt-as-you-go fashion, so I cut a backing fabric a little bit bigger than my square here, and I will begin adding strips all around my little camper. Positioned my little trailer here on an angle, and I'll be adding strips all the way around, sort of in a log cabin style. After getting all of my strips on, I'm now able to trim my block to 9 inches, and then I'll be adding a binding. I'm cutting a binding strip 1 3/4 inches from the width of the fabric. I'm going to begin in one corner, and I'll put the end of my binding strip on the back of my pot holder here, and I'll sew all the way around. And when I get to the corner, that first corner, I'm going to stop 1/4 inch away from the end, and I'll leave my needle down, and I will pivot, and then I'll sew off the corner of my little square here, and then take it out of my machine. Then I'm going to fold that binding up and down, and then there should be a fold right there at the top, and I'll begin sewing there at the top, and I'll do the same thing all the way around. At the end, I made sure that my binding where I started is pushed out of the way, and I'll sew all the way to the very end, to right at the seam. I don't want to overlap that seam where I started. And now I'm going to turn that binding to the front. I'm going to fold the edge in and pin all around. After I pinned all around, I'm going to begin sewing on this tail here, and I'm going to fold both edges in and cover that seam where I started, and I'll continue folding and pinning this tail, and this tail is going to become the little hook on my pot holder. So this is where I begin sewing, and I'll sew the tail and then make sure that all of the raw edges at the beginning of the binding there are inside, and then I'll top stitch all the way around. My tail is pretty long. It could be any size really, but I just kind of fold it flat on the back, and then I'm going to trim a little bit away and kind of square up the end there, and then I'll just sew around that ending there and just try to get all the raw edges inside. I'm going to sew sort of a box or a rectangle all the way around that area. This is a super quick and easy project that's really cute. I'm happy I was able to use just a little bit of that fabric that I purchased from the thrift store, and I have plenty more to make more little items like this pot holder. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.